Hey guys, Lester, and welcome to another Minecraft video today on the channel. Now, today you're probably wondering, first off, Austin, why is your screen cut off? You normally do that whenever you're live streaming. What is this? Well, so I decided to test out the new 1.13 snapshots, and by snapshots plural, I mean I tested about 5 or 6 different versions of it. And for some reason, all of them were crashing, like, every single time. And it wasn't whenever I went to the inventory. It was whenever I hit escape, I went to options. And the moment I went to this screen right here, guys, as you see, my game would crash. And regardless of which version I was using, that was happening. So I don't exactly know what it is. Can you guys let me know in the comments first off if that was just a me thing, or if you guys are having the same issue, or if there's something wrong with the snapshot? I don't know. Because I wanted to review the new snapshot today, but I couldn't. So we're going to have to do the old-fashioned way. By that I mean is we're sitting in 1.12 right now, but what I have the snapshot information brought up on my left or right screen monitor, so I'm just going to read it off to you guys, the key points or what I think is important. And we can talk a little bit about it, because I have yet to actually dive into this update. I kind of looked in creative mode a little bit before I was crashing, because apparently I was able to look in this menu, but I was not able. By the way, we are in like the modded thing, so I do have the Project E mod installed, just ignore that. But I was able to look into like the items and stuff. I just couldn't hit escape and go to the controls. And before you guys say, well, Austin, why did you just do the thing without going into your controls? What do you need your controls for? Well, for one, I need to change my sprint key, because I hate double tapping W. Whoever still does it obviously doesn't know how to play this game, right? I'm sorry if I offended any of you, but let's be real here. Like, if you got to change your keys on the keyboard to optimize things. But even that wasn't the issue. The issue was my sensitivity. Guys, do you know what I run on? Hyperspeed. This is my sensitivity. This is what my sensitivity would have been if I had let it by itself. 100. What is this slow motion? Like, no, I'm not dealing with that. Sorry, but if you're gonna crash me when I'm trying to change my sensitivity, we're not allowing it. One thing I did notice before we get into like the actual update is whenever I was changing it, there's some new like FPS mode feature thing that you can change resolution and stuff. That was pretty cool sounding. I didn't get to mess with it at all because, again, game crashing. But yeah, so enough of me complaining about my own game crashing. Again, if you guys know what the problem for that was, do let me know. But it wasn't just one snapshot. It was like all the new snapshot versions that got released since I last looked at a snapshot. So yeah, that was the issue. So I guess without further ado, let's dive into the snapshot that we got right next to us. And again, guys, I'm unfortunately not going to be able to show anything off, but I can make comparisons and such in the world I'm in now, because this is a vanilla world. Also, another strange thing you guys might want to know, whenever I was creating new worlds to test out the snapshots, I thought it might be a world generation bug or something, it kept sending me into a spruce biome. Like, it would not put me in a different biome. And I've never seen something like that before in a Minecraft Infinite Generation game. Like, it was a spruce biome about 6 different times in a row. And they look very similar. So I don't know if there's something wrong with their snapshots right now, or if it was just me having some bad luck and some bug in the system. But anyways, also you should know before we get into this is going to be more of a talkative video. It's not going to be much like action or interaction, since I don't have the snapshot literally in front of me to interact with. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to listen to me reading. If that's not your thing, that's fine. Feel free to just click off the video. But if you want to stick around, feel free to click that like button. And also subscribe if you are new. We did just hit 1,600 subscribers the other day. Thank you guys so much for that. Maybe we'll hit 1,700 by like the next, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks or so. That'd be awesome. But yeah, let's get into. Okay, guys. So looking at what we have in front of us right now, 1.13, also known as the update aquatic, or aquatic update, if you will, is an upcoming major update in Minecraft. We all know that. It will focus mainly on the ocean, bug fixes, technical features, and optimization. I like the optimization part. By the way, I'm reading this directly from the Minecraft wiki, so just so you guys know, if you're wondering where I'm getting my information from. I should have it linked in the description also, saying this update was originally going to be released as 2 separate updates. We all know this. Originally named the technically updated. That is a stupid name. Having the technical changes, and 1.14 would have the aquatic part. Alright, and of course it makes sense to combine them, because if you're having an update that's just going to be technical features, like, who cares about that? Anyways, scrolling down. So, data packs, we don't really know about that. And if I skip over something very crucial, I apologize. I am reading something about we get new loot. Wait, what? Inside new space folder that can be folded. Oh, that's just for, like, just programming and stuff. Okay. Death messages. Added a death message for when a player is blown up by a bed in the nether or the end. It says player was killed by intentional game design. What? Really? That's what it's going to say? Player was killed by intentional game design? That's funny. Player didn't want to live in the same world as the other player / mob. That's funny too. That's a death message if another player dies. If a player dies in the void. That's funny. Loot tables, we have a new, like, thingy there. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Optimization. Yeah, there's that FS full screen resolution thing. That's going to be interesting. Very cool. There we got some new particles. Statistics, don't really care about that. Tags, don't really care about that. Let's get into the gameplay part. Yes. So, enchantments. Starting out strong, because you guys know I love modded enchants. Like, that's what basically makes or breaks it for me in any kind of survival situation. So our first enchant is going to be called Channeling. Interesting title. Only has 1 level, okay. Used on tridents to summon a lightning bolt on impact with a mob during storms. Okay, so first things first, as you guys do know, the trident is a new item going to, well, I don't know if you know this or not, but there is going to be a trident added in now because aquatic update, trident, you know, Poseidon and all that. So we got a trident, and apparently it's going to be able to get this channeling enchant on it, because of course it could be enchanted. People still don't know that you can enchant the elytra and the shields in Minecraft for some reason. But yeah, keep in mind, anything your character wears is most likely to be enchanted. Anyways, so we have this new channeling enchant. It summons a lightning bolt on impact with a mob. So that sounds like any other mod enchant. You hit a mob, it can cause lightning to happen. However, it says, but only during storms in Minecraft. So that's pretty interesting. So you're actually going to have to rely on the weather in Minecraft, which is going to be pretty weird to actually want a storm to happen just to test out that enchantment. But I guess it gives you an edge, if anything. And it requires the target mob to be directly under an open sky and in a biome where it is raining. Well, the raining part makes sense. Oh, so it can't be done in a desert or mesa. Okay, confirmed. And it has to be directly under an open sky. What does it mean by... I guess it means you have to be out like I am right now. Okay. Next up we have Impaling, which goes to level 5. So we know this is going to be one of the new biggest enchants. Of course, it still goes on tridents. It's used on tridents to deal more damage to sea creatures. So this is going to be kind of like the Bane of Arthropods or Smite, but for sea creatures, meaning like Guardians and the new aquatic mobs they're adding. So... it's kind of just going to be like that, except it can only go on a trident. Or it says used on tridents. I don't know if that means it can only be used on tridents or if it has to be used on tridents. And if you guys have any... Did it go into that weird... I'll have to edit that out. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, so next up, we've got... Loyalty? Loyalty 3? It can go up to Loyalty... It can go up to level 3, but it's called Loyalty. Used on tridents to make it return when thrown. Oh, that's an interesting one. Never would have thought. Here, wait a minute. I'm fixing this right now. /game rule daylight cycle false. There we go. All right, it's no longer trying nighttime. So for example, if I were to get a sword, where are my swords, and put Loyalty on it, because assuming this can only go on a trident, but let's just say I custom enchanted it to the sword. So I throw the sword on the ground, it has a chance of returning to my inventory. That's kind of like the curse of binding, except you have an option. So you get that on your trident, you're like, oh no, I'm just going to throw... Actually, it says when thrown. So I'm assuming you can throw the trident. So it'd be more like if you were to shoot a bow and an arrow, and you shoot the arrow, and then the arrow has a chance of returning to you. I guess that would make more sense. Alright, so you can get that to level 3, so obviously it's just % chance of it happening. And anyone also notice all the water-themed enchants, like Luck of the Sea, Lore, and all that, they always can only go up to 3. They never can go up to 5. I don't know. So anyway, so we're getting that. And all the bow enchants normally can only go up to 2 or 1. Weird. Never really thought about that till just now. And the sword enchants can only go up to 5. And armor can only go up to 4. Right. Anyways, so using trying to make them return, yeah. So that's Loyalty. Interesting. Riptide. Oh, by the way, it sounds like the channeling and Loyalty enchants, they sound very similar to that Frostwalker enchant that was added out of the blue, and it's kind of like, huh, didn't expect that to happen. But these are all aquatic Like, they're all themed around the one weapon, which is the Trident, which is our new weapon we are getting. Oops, did not mean to fly there. Alright, so next up, we have what is called Riptide, which goes to level 3 as well. Used on Tridents, go figure, but it can launch the player when... Wait. Used on Tridents to launch the player when thrown while in water or rain. So, like, I assume you combine Riptide with Loyalty, so you throw your Trident... and then you go flying up in the air, but you have to be in water or in rain when this occurs. So it's like jump boost, but with the Trident, but it's random? I don't know how that one can benefit you at all. Well, I'm just going to read it again. Used on Tridents to launch the player when thrown while in water or rain. Okay, but do you know what I'm also liking about this so far? Is the fact that they have been talking a lot about the weather. I've been asking for so long, I think I might have actually predicted this in one of my videos, saying they need to do something with the weather. Maybe not add weather, like I did say weather conditions, but I think I compared it to the Pokemon Go's recent update with the weather. Where, if you guys don't play Pokemon Go, essentially the weather, like, increases the spawns of Pokemon in the game. And it, like, buffs and debuffs certain Pokemon. So, it seems like, I know I'm, like, going to get some hate for comparing this, but it seems that's what Minecraft's going to be trying to do here, where it's like actually going to be weathered. This actually is annoying me right here. There. Like it actually seems like they're going to try to incorporate weather more, because as we know currently all we have is like the normal rain and then the thunderstorm rain. So if we're going to make it actually require those certain elements in Minecraft to occur whenever, like, to get some of these enchants to work, that's going to be cool. Because everyone always, like, if they have any sort of op, they will just toggle the rain, turn it off, or whatever. But these enchants actually require rain to occur. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I know the Riptide one says you can just be in water, you don't need rain specifically, but it does say it can be used in rain, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I really like that. So, enchants, we're getting 4 new ones. We got Channeling, Impaling, Loyalty, and Riptide, and all can be put on the newest weapon known as the Trident. And I will try to put some of the images from the snapshot in the thumbnail, just so you guys have some idea what these things look like, because I unfortunately can't show it to you. And do not worry, once the version gets released, this is just a snapshot review. I guess you could call it just a reading at this point. But once I do get the full, once the full version comes out, I will do a full mod showcase on it. I guess I don't know why I called it a mod showcase. I'll do a full Minecraft showcase on it. So do not worry about that. If it does come out, though, during the week anytime soon, I unfortunately, as you guys know, am in college, so I won't be able to review until the following week. But just know I'll be keeping my eye out for it. Anyway, so that's done. Next up, we have something called Movement. This is still under, the gameplay part, but it's called Movement. It's under Movement category. Add a new swimming ability. Okay, you've piqued my interest. Activated by sprinting while in water. Okay, I like this, where this is going. Pressing the sneaking button makes the player dive. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get that under wraps quickly. The player can fit in small 1x1 spaces while doing this. Okay, so that's kind of like the Elytra feel. I.e. they can swim in shallow pools without leaving the water by sprinting. So, for example, if I'm right here, if I hold sprint, I will actually engage in the swimming behavior. And also, if I'm underwater, if I hold sprint, I will engage in the swimming behavior. So it'll kind of be like this. Maybe, probably not as fast as this, but it'll be like this. And I assume it'll drain your stamina and hunger and all that. It would be cool if it drained it quicker, because obviously swimming is a lot more effort than just walking or running. But that would be really cool. And it seems like they're going to let you go in 1x1 holes like this. So if I do this dive ability, I'll just go right in. I guess if you're in the middle of swimming or something. I mean, you can already go in 1x1. Oh no, wait, they mean like this. Wait. They mean okay, this is hard to do with sand and gravel. Okay, so bear with me for a second. They mean you'll be able to go through this if you use this swimming ability, which is going to be pretty interesting. I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, all right. I like that. I like that because that's completely a new thing added to Minecraft. So far, as we've seen in the past few updates, Minecraft has added something major in every update that's a complete game changer. And this new swimming seems to be that one thing. I know they're adding new mobs and everything. We haven't gone to that part yet. I will try to cut this video down a little bit, not to make it too lengthy, but, I mean, this is a new part of Minecraft itself, so I'm sure if you actually are interested, you will sit through this video, if you haven't already closed out just because I'm talking. But, so, we got that down. We're going to be able to swim now. Awesome. So, next up, let's get out of the command format. We don't care about the command. Specific commands is like /data and all that. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. What about the boss bar? Oh, it just got like the command boss bar was added. Also, we have the command teleport, but we already have TP, so unless that's the same command. Added for /time. We have /new time space noon and time space midnight to time set. That's cool. So we don't do /time set day or time set night. We have time set noon and time set midnight. Try saying that 5 times fast. All right. Next up, we got blocks. I already kind of spoke about some of these in previous Snapshot. Well, not in a Snapshot, but like in some of my videos because I've looked into them. So, trapdoors, button pressure plates are now able to be made from all the different 6 types of wood. That means you can have now oak trapdoors, you can have acacia pressure plates, you can have, what are the other ones? Oh, you can have spruce buttons. Yeah, essentially that's what can be done. Honestly, something, I've said that I've kind of made fun of them for it because every update now they do something with wood because they have 6 types of wood and they're so proud of it, so they have to keep adding in new types for each wood. Like, can I just give you guys an example? Remember the doors of 1.8 and everyone was so hyped about it? Yeah, well, that died down pretty quickly. What else new did we get involving wood? Here, wait, I have to actually look into this. Oh, yeah, slabs. We got the different slab variants. I forget what update that was. I don't think that was 1.8. Trying to think what else. Nothing else so far, but oh, just wait, they'll eventually do the wooden tools. They'll make them out of the different wood materials as well, if they really want to. I don't know why they're so obsessed with different wood. Add new types of wood. Don't just recycle these 6 types that have been around with us for like 3 years now. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's cool if you're into decorating. The pumpkin block without a face. The previous pumpkin block has been renamed to carved pumpkin. Oh, so, okay, so a lot of things I've realized is, servers in the past, or, like, custom maps have added, like, these full-faced, blocks with all textures. So kind of like the wooden texture like this, except it doesn't have, like, this at the top. It'll all be just that texture. Those types of blocks have been actually added to the game. Now, you could access them before. I forget what command you had to use or whatever to get them. But you could get them before with commands. But now they're actually in the game in, like, it's kind of like how they added the mob spawn eggs last update because people were begging for them to add the spawn eggs because they, for some reason, wouldn't. They were always in the snapshots, but they would never add them into the actual game. Keep that in mind, guys. We're still in snapshot land, so, like, don't assume that all of this is final. We know what really is final in terms of the update, but, like, in terms of utter, like, slight changes, they might take things out or add things. We don't know. We'll know in the final version. So take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt right now. I'm reading it off the wiki, but this can all change. So, pumpkin block is now going to have 2 variants of it. It's going to have its, this version right here. This version's now going to be called a carved pumpkin, and then we're going to have a normal pumpkin that's not going to have the face and it's going to look like this. I like that. That's cool because it honestly was stupid that pumpkins grew with a face on them already. So now they look more like melons. We're going to get a carved melon? I hope so. Right-clicking the pumpkin with shears will turn into a carved pumpkin. Oh, that's awesome. And make it spit out 4 pumpkin seeds. So you can actually carve pumpkins now in Minecraft. That slight things like that are what I like to see in Minecraft because that's literally taking something that was in a mod. I know I give them crap for it too, but they took something that was from a mod because there is a actual carvable pumpkins mod which does exactly what they just stated. Except doesn't use shears. But I forget if I reviewed that mod or not. I don't think I did. But other people have. Anyways, so essentially they took something like that and put it into vanilla Minecraft. Love it. Alright, next. We added cave air and void air as blocks. Alright. Cave air is generated in caves, go figure, and void air is generated in either below or above the world. Nice. Added stripping logs. A smoother log variant. Now, this one's interesting because I saw that before I crashed earlier. That was the last block I looked at, and I was like, huh, that's cool. So, it seems now, according to this, created by right-clicking an axe on a log. So, this is kind of like how you can right-click the shovels currently in Minecraft to make the pathways. So, you're going to be able to do that on a log now. So, if you right-click with an axe on a log, it will actually strip the log, and it will turn it into a completely different block altogether, kind of like how this is known as the grass path block. So interesting. I like that too. Again, adding more ways to like customize your world. So you're still gonna be able to get the normal block. I assume you just don't right click with the axe, but if you do want to get that block, then you can. It'll act as a regular log, and it can still be used in crafting planks. Yeah, so it'll just look different. I like that. What else? Added bubble columns created by magma blocks and soul sand in water at least 2 blocks deep. So what I'm gathering from that, it's like the how we currently make concrete, where we throw it in water and it, well, we place in water and it creates the concrete. So they're adding more interactive things into Minecraft. It's not just crafting anymore. It's like you actually have to go someplace and do things with the certain blocks. So essentially, according to this, like I just read, you need magma blocks, which are found in the nether, and soul sand, which is found in the nether. And it looks like you're going to be able to craft them together to make one type of block, and then you put it in water to make the other type. Magma blocks columns push entities down. They will stop items from floating up in water and sink boats. Soul sand columns push entities up. So we're getting 2 types then. Did I misread this? Oh, it said or, not and. I misread it. So we have magma block columns and soul sand columns. And it says something, it says like they push entities up and down. It's going to be good for like mob grinders and stuff, but push entities down. That's disturbing. So these magma block columns, like if there's an entity there, will push it down. And it says something, they will stop items from floating up in the water and sink boats. So like, are items going to actually float up in the water now? Is that what it's trying to say? Because I didn't read anything about that yet. It just said there that items can apparently float up. If it's something's pushing them down, and they already go down, that means they no longer go down normally. That's an interesting theory if that happens, because that's even more like, wow, they're actually really changing things now. For the better, though. This isn't like the 1.9 combat update, guys. This is actually good changes to Minecraft that make the game a whole lot more fun. I'm interested for you guys to leave your feedback for me in the comments on what you think about these new changes and how if you like or dislike any of them. Of course, I don't work for Mojang. I can't implement any changes that you guys would want me to, but like, we can talk about them. But anyways, what do we have next? Add kelp and seagrass blocks. So I've already seen stuff about this. This will generate in the oceans. Yeah, it can grow multiple blocks high, so it's going to be like sugarcane kind of, except it goes in the water. So if you want to grow this, you're apparently going to have to actually live next to an ocean or in an ocean. There's a few like bullet points to this. It can grow multiple blocks high. We read that. Have animated texture, so that means it's actually going to like flow in the water, which is pretty cool. They've been getting into that a lot recently also with Minecraft blocks. Seagrass also comes in a tall variant. Seagrass can be generated when right-clicking any block underwater. Wait, what? Seagrass can be generated when right-clicking any block underwater. Does that mean just the block will place and all of a sudden the seagrass will grow on it? Or like, does that have to take time to grow on it, like moss? Huh. Moss in real life, I should say. That's interesting. Okay. I guess we'll see where that leads. Seagrass, yeah, we just read that. Kelp can be smelted into dry kelp. I saw that block also. Dry kelp is actually a block that you can get by, of course, smelting kelp. But kelp went under the food category. So can you eat kelp? Is that what I'm learning right now? Is there actually a way to eat kelp now? Because that's something I'd like to note. They actually are adding another type of food to Minecraft. It's been a while since we've added new foods. What else do we got here? Added dry, yeah, we just saw that. Smelts 20 items when used as a fuel in a furnace, so it can be used as a new fuel source. Nice, nice, nice. And something that I predicted would happen: added prismarine stairs and slabs. I mean, let's be honest, guys, they were going to do it. If this was an aquatic update, the perfect time to touch their precious prismarine blocks, they finally can be made into stairs. For all you people decorating with them, you're welcome. It only was in mods for how long, and they're finally adding it to vanilla. I'll stop bashing them now. Alright, so next up we have added turtle eggs. So we haven't gotten even into the mobs yet, but added turtle eggs. Stepping on turtle eggs will break them. Oh, that's devastating. Zombies and zombie pigmen will intentionally step on turtle eggs. Well, that's just cruel and unusual. So it seems like these turtle eggs, I'm assuming they can be spawned in by the turtles themselves. They will lay these eggs, and they can then hatch into baby turtles. But what's going to happen is apparently zombies and zombie pigmen will target these eggs. I don't know. I guess so. I mean, might as well have them eat all animals now at this rate. Like, I mean, are we going to question how zombies don't attack our farm animals in Minecraft, but they're going to attack turtle eggs now? No comment. But apparently you can step on them too as well. If you accidentally, they'll break. Very interesting, delicate item to add into Minecraft. If you touch it, it breaks. But, alright, I guess let's move on to the next, like, column here, which is being the items. You know what, let's skip the items. Let's actually skip the items. Let's not talk in too much detail about the items yet. We can definitely go into the next snapshot if they actually fix its snapshot or when the actual version gets released. I don't want to go in too much detail. This video is probably only as long as it is. I don't want to go too long, so let's skip the items. Let's just go into the mob part. So the mobs. Phantom. Our first mob. Actually, there's only 2 mobs according to this. I don't think there's only going to be 2. If there is, I'll be surprised, because they've rumored a lot more. But apparently right now it's just talking about 2, unless this page goes longer, but I'm pretty sure this is it. So, anyways. Mobs. The Phantom is going to be added. It was, of course, voted in at Minecon. Yeah, Minecon, they had, like, this voting thing where you could vote for which mob you wanted to add in next to Minecraft. There was, like, 4 options. Mob B won it, which is a Phantom. It spawns at high altitudes and swoops down in groups of 3 or 4 to attack players that have not slept in a long time. This is reminding me from the Lycanites mobs, where like if you right-click your bed, the Phantom spawns and tries killing you. But this is an interesting one. So like, how's it gonna know if you haven't slept in a while in Minecraft? Are they gonna add something to track that now? It's like if you don't sleep every night in Minecraft, there's these phantoms that are gonna spawn in and attack you. But it says high altitudes. So like, what if I would sleep forever? I'm just gonna have a cloud of phantoms all the way up there, just waiting to come and kill me. That's interesting. Okay, and it says the player must be above sea level. Well, I'm above sea level right now. They spawn in the overworld and the end. But you can't sleep in the end, so how... Anyways, overworld in the end, no nether, sometimes in groups up to 4. Yes, we read that. Attack players who haven't slept in a while. Yes, we just read that too. It drops 1 to 4 leather. And it says that part may change. So they might make them drop something more. I'd like to see a new item being dropped from them, not just the generic, like, oh, they drop leather, woohoo. Like, have them drop something more interesting than just leather. Perhaps they'll have them drop chainmail armor. Give them, like, a resource to drop, or, like, a armor piece drop something. I don't know. I don't know what weapons they're going to be wielding, if they're going to be wielding any. We'll see. And the next mob, of course, is going to be a passive mob, the turtle. It says, water mobs will make nests comprised of eggs on shorelines throughout various biomes. So, like, right here, we'll be getting some turtle eggs. They will have a baby variant, which will hatch from the eggs and move into the water when... Oh, that's so adorable. So what's going to happen is turtles are going to come onto land. If the zombies don't eat the eggs are going to hatch, and then the baby turtles will go back into the water. Like, it actually works in real life. That's actually... I want to see this happen. Too bad I can't because I don't have a snapshot. Yeah, we just read that can be bred using seagrass. So, okay, there's our use for the grass right there. You can breed turtles with that. Spawns on warm beaches. So, plains, jungles, swamps, deserts, mesas, and savannas in groups of 1 to 3. This is temporary. What does that mean, it's temporary? Does that mean, like, it only happens once and it's not going to happen again? By temporary? I don't know what that means, temporary. That's an interesting way of phrasing it at the end there, because it literally says this is temporary. So does that mean this won't be happening currently, or is it trying to tell me that, like, this is temporary as in, like, this is just a snapshot thing, or is it temporary as in it's just going to happen once whenever you generate it in your world and that's it? Like, it's going to be a rare thing to find. That would be interesting. And they will lay eggs in their home beach. So, in other words, they spawn in, go into the water. This thing's going to have the most advanced AI ever. So, let me get this straight. They're going to spawn in here, go out into sea, then come back, lay their eggs, then go out into sea again, and keep rinse, washing, and repeating this process. And then the baby turtles will do the same thing when they hatch. I want to see this happen. Like, I will sit here for half an hour and watch turtles essentially lay eggs, if that's what it takes to actually see this phenomenon take place in Minecraft, because that sounds insane. Insanely complicated if it actually is going on, because it says it's only temporary, so we'll assume that can only happen once for each turtle. And also they gotta avoid the zombies the whole time too, so let's just assume the zombies don't touch the eggs. So then this happens, and then they can only go back to their home beach, it says, so which means wherever they spawned in, they have to return to that location. This is gonna be so freaky. Unless the turtles only go out like right here, and they're like, alright, time to go back home and lay more eggs, then that's kind of stupid. But like, if they actually go out to sea and never come back, what are the squids gonna do about this? What are these poor squids gonna do? Like, they're gonna be overrun by all these new mobs. The gardens already hate their guts. Alright, what else? Oh, and of course, if he dies, he drops 0 to 2 seagrass upon death. He drops 0 to 1 bull when killed with a trident, using the channeling thing. So, okay, so your trident has to have the channeling enchant to be able to kill the turtle for it to drop its actual drop, which is this bowl. Or if it's onto the actual Minecraft bowl. And then you can craft, what even is that word? Shoots? Into a bigger turtle shell. S-C-U-T-E-S. Scoots. Sure. Into a bigger turtle shell. So I'm assuming that's what they... That might have been a typo. I'm not sure. I'm assuming they can drop this scoot thing, which then can be crafted in a turtle shell using a bowl. That's the only thing I'm guessing, because I know that's a helmet that you can actually wear, I'm pretty sure. Or it goes on your... I saw it in creative mode. It's definitely a new armor piece. Don't know how strong it is. It probably isn't strong at all. It's just going to be like the Elytra, where it's just like a funny aesthetic thing. But, well, the Elytra's not a funny aesthetic thing, but I'm just saying. Yeah, okay. Now, world generation. Now, this is also an interesting thing. Biomes. Added the Sky Island Low. So, the end has their floating islands. Oh, okay. Oh, the end gets their floating islands. So, they're getting the floating islands medium, high, and low. And they're also getting a barren island. So, it looks like the end, and it says all four generate in different parts of the outer islands in the end, which is where the shulkers spawn and all that stuff, the end city, etc. And it was previously just used as the end biome. So now the end is actually finally getting its actual biomes now. It's not just going to say the end anymore. It's actually going to say like either floating islands, medium island, high island, or low island, or barren island. So yeah, that's pretty cool that we're actually going to be able to identify biomes in the end. Now it's about time. They've only said the end for whatever. Because whenever the end first came out, like the second end, I mean, with the end city and everything, and the course fruit, they kind of just called it the end, so everyone just called it the end 2 or whatever, but now it actually has a name. Should have probably done this whenever that update came out, but anyways. I mean, 2 years ago, you know, but they want to do it now, it's fine. And is that it? Is that all the update news? Something by resource packs, combat, wait, what? Oh, it's something about inventory and stuff. It's not talking about actual... I read combat and I got triggered for a sec. Then there's the /trigger command. I got triggered for a second. Block, yeah. Entities, and yeah, that's just regular patch information. I don't think I need to read any more of it. Okay. I think that's about everything that I'm going to cover, or that I read. I read this, again, guys, directly from the Minecraft wiki page, so if I'm wrong, they're wrong. And they're normally not wrong. But I apologize for not being able to show you guys any of this. I would have loved to do like a full hands-on showcase of it, but unfortunately none of the snapshots worked. Again, if you guys know what the problem is, tell me if it was just me, if it was something you all were having as an issue when you would go into like edit your controls or something, it would just crash you immediately. I definitely will spend more time off camera when I have time looking at these new items and stuff, since I wasn't able to view them now. But yeah, and if I missed something or didn't cover something too clear, feel free to correct me or whatever in the comments and say like, hey, it actually works like this, or it could actually work like this. And if you have any speculation or anything about what you also think might be at, because I thought we were getting like things like dolphins and stuff also. Did I like misread that or something? But I swear I read that we were gonna... Not what I just read, but like, I read somewhere when they first announced 1.3, like the aquatic update thing, that they were gonna have like dolphins, like other fish also. But... I know dolphin's not a fish, but anyways. Is a turtle a fish? can you even consider a Anyways, we're not getting to talk about this right now. Guys, I hope you did enjoy. I do, again, apologies for me not being able to show you guys anything, and I hope you did stick with me all the way in just to hear me ramble about all this stuff. Interesting stuff. Can't wait till this update actually comes out. I'm really hyped to actually review it, and definitely be enjoying these new blocks. And also, you guys know what this means. If this update comes out, we get to start Season 3 of Minecraft New World. And then, on top of that, we also get to start, well, not start, but start planning, I guess, for the next Minecraft War, because I said the next Minecraft War will most likely take place in 1.13. It still could not. We still might decide to veer off from that, but not to get you guys too excited about that, because Minecraft War is not happening for another, like, what is this, February, March, April, May, about 3 more months, I'd say. So don't get too hyped about Minecraft War, but do get hyped about New World, because second 1.13 comes out. We're probably going to review 1.13 as a whole, and then just go straight into the New World series. But, again, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and also subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all in the next video.